Hello there, everybody. Welcome back to more miniature Motorways. Today, I promise you, we're going to hop in. We're going to check out the new maps that have been coming to the game. Warsaw, Chiang Mai, Lisbon. I have not played any of these. Hell, I don't even have these two unlocked. So we're going to want to do that. And it's not too hard to unlock stuff. In mini motorways, I have to get a 400 score in this, which I'm bad at video games. Don't get me wrong. If I can't get a 400 score, man, I'm averaging like 1700. Okay, ignore the 1500, but I do pretty good. Okay, I do pretty good. So let's try, right, and see what's going on. We are going to have to play classic mode. I mean, I suppose we could play endless, but you can't play expert on maps you haven't done. You got to get to 600 to unlock expert mode. So it's going to be a nice classic run today. We're going to be able to adjust things as we go, which is very exciting. A big river, huge river. Hopefully, okay, we do have bridges to start. I was adequately concerned, to say the least. But this is a pretty interesting start, all things considered. I mean, that's a lot of water, man, for a mini motorways situation. You know, if they start tossing some hardcore bridge required action at us early, we're gonna be in a tough spot. We're going to be in a real tough spot, but I got faith that things are going to go, I mean, at least decently okay here, as long as they help us out a little with it. Thank you for all the support on the last Mini Motorways episode. Really appreciate always the love that this series gets, both from you guys and also from the developers of Mini Motorways. They're always commenting on my videos as well, and I appreciate that so much. You guys are freaking awesome and really great devs. I love everything that's come into the game. Expert mode was a lot of fun. As endless mode, you know, I kind of talked about in the last one. It ain't for me since I like the challenge, but does make for a cool vibe to build out your city and see everything going on. Now, this is a very fascinating start, if I'm being honest. Very weird to see already a amphitheater come into play this early. It's very interesting. I also think, so I'm going to test some new stuff today. I'm going to try to create more, like, separate neighborhoods than one big, like, conglomeration of a neighborhood. I think that sometimes we get a little... Things get a little messy when it comes to having a big chunk of people all in one spot. This allows it to split up a little bit, and then this right here can become like a roundabout location in the future. That's at least the way that I see it. Same with like right here, this becomes a roundabout spot in the future. And it's not too much of a concern right now when we only have two colors and things are pretty isolated, but eventually, I mean, look, you can keep people segregated as much as possible, right? It's the funny S word when you're playing mini motorways. You can keep people segregated, but in the end, they just want to mingle, right? They just want to all mingle together and have a good time. So give me some traffic lights. Since we are free to basically have whatever in here, okay, you know what? Congrats. We immediately moving to the roundabout over here. Make life a little bit easier. And I'm going to create a brand new neighborhood with this guy. I do have two houses that are in no man's land, man. I can't do crap with them. I don't have a bridge, and the game has not given me any bridges to work with here. So instead, I'm going to put two traffic lights set up there. The roundabout's kind of serving as its own traffic light over here, as weird as that probably sounds to say, but it is kind of what it's doing. We now have three separate neighborhoods. I mean, so I suppose this dude's kind of... It's weird to call this a neighborhood, all things considered. That's just like one weird lonely man on his own right now. But hey, who hasn't been a lonely man on his own at some point in your life? I suppose if you're a woman, then you probably haven't been a lonely man, but you could have been a lonely woman. I was about to say a lovely woman. You could be lovely too. I have no way to say yes or no. Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you, This freaking blows, okay? This freaking blows because I have to use my motorway right now. You're not giving me bridges. I think that the idea is we were supposed to use one bridge combined for orange and teal. I love the color scheme for this map right now as well. Absolutely gorgeous pastel. It's like a pastel neon that's going on. It's these very vibrant colors, but in a pastel format. Is beautiful. Very, very beautiful. This motorway can turn into a bridge in the future, but for right now, happy to just let it live as a motorway. We'll take care of them for a little while here. This becoming an amphitheater already is interesting, but I'm not gonna sweat it too much. Let's make sure that this loner over here, the keeper of a lonely realm, is all taken care of. Now this is where things get a little bit interesting. Let's pause for a sec. I think this is probably one that we should unpack a bit more. I'm also going to again split up our neighborhoods a little bit more. I think that we should combine this guy to this neighborhood, have a nice pathway this way, and then these guys are going to have to join their own little commune that basically just cuts up to here, and then this becomes a really nice roundabout location. Yeah, I think that becomes a nice roundabout location, basically then looking at something like this. And then we're sending this guy down this way. There will be a little bit of congestion in this spot. This becomes a better spot for a motorway in the future, but you have to actually give me, you gotta give me some bridges. Okay, so how do we want to... I mean, we could maintain the segregation if I wanted to. We motorway these guys instead. We bridge these guys. And we basically are just going to bridge them to here. I'm now realizing my issue. I'm realizing my issue. We need either 2 bridges or 2 motorways. These guys are still on motorway duty. I think I'm going to run these guys like this for now. Wow, that's bad, dude. That's really bad. Okay, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. We now are in a pickle. I think you have to nix this route. Okay? I think these guys join bridge mode and you gotta motorway these guys for now. I mean there's just no way around this, I think. So as soon as you go away and you get back, that should give us a motorway. Fantastic. I'm literally sending you here for now. And then these guys get on a nice bridge. What the hell are you doing? Just give me a straight line. Nice bridge to there. These guys are still sitting in just a totally isolated state, which is annoying. But we don't need them at the current moment in time. Orange is taken care of a little bit. Again, need a roundabout here if this is going to be the long-term solution. I'm more or less just pretending this isn't the long-term solution. I hate it, so if it would be not the long-term solution, I'd be very happy. Do you hate me? Is that the message you're trying to convey? I mean, do you just want to see me die? Is that the plan? I got no clue what to do with this. In fact, I know what to do with it, and I hate it. I mean, I genuinely, absolutely despise it. What you have to do is you have to create some kind of janky-ass setup like this to connect to this motorway, and then I have to run a path. I don't have enough roads, man. Okay, well, here's the worst of the damn worst. You gotta connect something like this, and then honestly, this becomes even worse. So you're just going to have a happy little connection there. Boy, I don't know about this one, man. I don't know about this one. This would then sneak down to here. I don't have enough freaking roads, dude. I don't have enough roads. Okay, you gotta get cut off from hell for right now. Because I can't actually manage you at the current moment. This is a miserable... this is a miserable setup. It's like really, really bad. Okay, bridges helps. Bridges helps. So, how are we bridging our friends here? We are going to... I gotta think. I gotta think. Purple is right now taking the full whirlwind tour. I mean, just the full whirlwind tour. I think you have to not have them take the full whirlwind tour. I think you have to isolate this off a little bit. I think you have to instead run this extremely janky path down here. Purple is a mess, but then you can eliminate this whole thing. And you can eliminate this over here. And then that does open up the ability to bring this guy back this way. I still, for the record, I still hate it. But this is at least like... I mean, it's at least here, you know? There's some thought, I think, that has gone into this where I can be proud of my decision making. This is finally, for the first time ever, a path that doesn't just suck like extreme major ass. It's a beautiful... The green is just living its own life up here. And that's completely fine. These oranges I still am concerned about. I think eventually you're putting an orange building up here and ruining my life. But allow that to occur at some point in the future for me to be worried about. Okay, a purple over here. I don't mind the purple over there. Could easily connect this line up right here. Since purple's completely isolated, the only point of traffic will be right here. And with two houses, who cares, right? Not really the end of the world. I do worry that purple is... I mean, there's just like not enough going on with it. Does a motorway fix any of our issues, or would we rather just have roads? I think when a motorway shows up, you have to take it. So what issue do we have here that gets solved with a motorway? The issue we have here that gets solved with a motorway is these guys right here. We basically will have a motorway that runs... It would be a motorway that runs here to here for right now. And then this, you create a path for them to go in, down to, back to the houses, down into the motorway. There's no single point of failure right there. They'll never go up this way, which now means that I can re-isolate orange. Okay. And then you just have this single point of failure right here, which we put a traffic light, probably this one right here. You put a traffic light right here. I think I like it. I think I like it. It's an interesting teal right here. I do think that you now have to flirt with the idea that the correct way to run this is something like this. And I mean, we don't like it, right? We don't like it. I also think you can send this guy down to here. This is where you start to get the mingling of the people, right? They always want to mingle. It is what it is, you know. The mingling is going to occur. I gotta get this guy back in the white neighborhood. Phrasing like 1000%, please. Please don't clip that one out of context. Okay. Connect you. I don't know what this is right now. Little messy. But I mean, actually kind of okay. That's also kind of okay. I'm not gonna be able to get anybody there quite yet. but I think that that's fine. We need roads. I mean, we definitely need like a 30 banger road upgrade. I wanted it in the last one, but I figured this motorway was a little bit more valuable for us. We'll connect those for right now. You're a problem though. I'm not saying you're not. Would really prefer we get this upgrade like yesterday, right? Get it right now, please. Thank you. Okay, give me bridges or give me death. Bridges are still they're the thing to get on this one. I'd like to run you alongside that. I'd like to run you right into this motorway. No purple's taking this motorway. It runs directly into a building, which I think is the way to do it. I think you run motorways directly into buildings, and that limits a little bit of failure. I feel like I'm seeing this world really well right now. I'm using my third eye on this mini motorways run, which we have had talks before that your third eye is technically your butthole. If you shine like a really bright light at your butthole, you start seeing things. This sounds like an interesting conversation for another day, I believe. Please don't put a flashlight in my anus. Okay. Send that up there for right now. These oranges are still just weird. I mean, they're just some weird oranges, man. It's like a green orange. What's the point of having an orange if it's green, right? It's the whole point of orange is it's orange. They should just name all fruit after what color they are. And instead of limes, they're greens. And instead of pears, they're greens. And instead of avocados, they're greens. And then you ask somebody, hey, can you pass the green? And they just throw like 7 fruits at you. What are we talking about? I don't know. I don't know. I'm broken. Okay. I'm recording over my lunch break, man. I've been categorizing emails all day. My brain's busted already. It's 12:31. My brain's already busted. Okay. Honestly, we have a bridge, so I don't hate this. I'm perfectly content with this right here. We can get you into the neighborhood. Like I've said many times, I hate this conglomeration of people. I think that this is a horrific way to do business, but not much we can do about it, okay? I'm gonna tell you, we have an extremely clean run right now. There's not a lot of major issues at all, and I think that you can even look to do something like this, get these oranges involved. This becomes a really good traffic light location. And this is one singular house right here. I think that this is a better traffic light spot than anything else. But lovely. Honestly, fantastic. Not going to be able to connect up a road to this yet. It's a horrible location, right? I have to wrap you around, which is really dumb, but I don't mind. I don't mind. And then you basically, I mean, they're still fine, actually. I think they're still fine. There is a unique idea where we could maybe only have one. Nah, actually, that's not possible. I was going to say we can only have one bridge for some of this stuff. Just give me roads. I don't think a motorway is necessarily in order right now. We're going to connect these guys. We're going to get you added to this neighborhood. I hate that, actually, but not much we can do about it. You guys join the green route. Green is still pretty much isolated except for this tiny area with teal, which is not bad. We'll connect you up there. These guys are all still happy. You know, tiny little line right here going. Dude, it's a well-oiled machine. This one looks and feels good. Oh no, a green building right next to my green motorway. How upsetting. Is nice. I got no complaints about this entire run. That's fine too. Those guys have a direct line to this. They'll be schmoovin'. I think my only issue is I don't think this is enough houses to actually maintain two amphitheaters, but that probably means you're gonna be dumping in more white houses here momentarily. Orange is also having a tiny bit of a struggle. Let's get some traffic lights and then just take a look at your map, okay? Where are you seeing points of failure? This is a point of failure for sure. But that said, there ain't much we can do about that. I think what we can do is we can actually loop this around to like here, and that way these houses aren't coming right into this spot. I think that that's actually probably going to be a little bit nicer. You do have some slight concerns, like that. I don't like this over here. But let's just watch for a little bit and see where slowdowns occur. This is actually still a slowdown. So let's put something there. And there's like very minor slowdown right here due to 4 houses here, and green. I guess green doesn't have to pass, but teal has to pass up to here. So okay, those are 2 good spots for some stuff. I think it's good. I think it's good. And then just maintain proper looks on all areas. Doesn't really seem to be adding much new stuff in here. I mean, this is still gross, right? Definitely still gross. We do have a teal building right here. I'd rather him just not be connected right now. Unless, I mean, here's what we can do. I can connect you here, and then I can take this path, just wrap you around, and that's a little nicer. I think in an ideal world, man, we get a motorway. Another bridge could actually work. Let's take a peek at this. Is there a way? Yes. No. I'm mainly looking at, is there a way, you know, to create a way to isolate the purple and the orange so this spot's not as bad? And the answer is probably, okay. There probably is. And I'm just not necessarily seeing it. I hate this, by the way. This is just like a miserable situation. And I'm actually going to eliminate that as a location. This could end up being a roundabout if need be. I don't like this, but just deal with it for right now. How do I want to isolate you? It's going to be something like, okay, I see the light, maybe. This guy wouldn't be connected, but it's going to be something like running a bridge down the river into here and then cutting this bridge. That's a long way for oranges to travel. So I don't love it. But it does free up some of the major concerns we have. And then you can just, to limit a little bit more issues, you do something like that. Another motorway fixes that issue quite largely. I would be very happy to get another motorway and fix that issue immediately. This traffic light is no longer going to be useful. We can get rid of that, bring that back in the future. This down here is actually kind of messy. This is getting overrun a little bit due to this area being kind of messy. I think you could probably add a connection right here, put another traffic light here. There's a lot of traffic light hell right here, but you need to clear up some space around this motorway. Yeah, the white is struggling a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm keeping my eye on orange as well because I do think that they have a high chance of being overrun in due time. Okay, we're gonna need to create. We have to fix something here. What is the fix? The fix is probably, I have a bridge. The fix is going to be to do something like this and then straight up eliminate the ability for them to go that way. So now you move this to here to have a path on and off it, and you have multiple points of connection to get onto this line. And white's the only thing running on this line anyway, so I don't necessarily hate this. And then just this becomes a point of failure. I mean, we might lose right here. I really am not banking on it, though. Like, I think as soon as this this land kind of corrects itself, this is going to be okay. Yeah, it's trying. You still have this failing over here, but it should work out. You still have that going okay. Give me another roundabout. We do have a bridge to work with. I wanted to put the roundabout here. I think that's not horrible. I mean, you do have a white just kind of chilling right here. I suppose you could do something like this, and I don't like it, but it will work. At least a little. You connect there. Orange is still fine, man. It's still fine. Purple is... I mean, purple's fine. Purple has to... I kind of forgot that purple has to run this route as well. Which I don't like. I don't like that either. But there's not much we can do about that one. I don't know, man. I mean, this is still extraordinarily horrible. You could do this, actually. Yeah, you could totally do that and cut that off, and that's now isolated. I don't know how I didn't see that a second ago. But that's not too bad. And then white is pretty isolated, and stuff just kind of funnels into each of these. It's gonna be tight though. It's gonna be tight. I mean, white has a lot of work to do in that spot. Okay, I know this is messy. Connect those up a little. Are we dead? Are we dead? I don't want to believe it. Okay, I feel like we still have room to grow here. No, we're gonna bring this one back. They're funneling in. I'm gonna tell you, a motorway does fix some issues for us. Not white issues, but I think we've fixed the white issues. I mean, white, it's still, I mean, this is a damn mess down here. I think you could probably add like a traffic light here. When you have to start implementing traffic lights for, oh god, this is like the world's worst intersection right here, by the way. Speaking of world's worst intersections, a toddler designed this over here. I got no clue what the hell's going on over here. Okay, a motorway sounds fantastic. Now, where best benefits from this motorway? I think the genuine answer is we benefit from having this motorway be here. And you can basically run it right into there. We can cut out... Oh, God, dude. Just fricked up my whole life right there. We can run this motorway here. Run it into here. And that basically can be... it saves us a bridge. You're now going for purples over there. Purple... I mean, this is still absolute hell, but we could maybe even... I mean, we could get even weirder with this, and I could wrap these guys around this way and have a bridge that goes up that way. It's gonna isolate, it's gonna kill purple for a second, but it is going to end up isolating. Purple definitely travels the farthest out of anybody. There's no denying that. Purple travels the damn furthest out of anybody. Just connect you up real quick. I did think orange was going to be the issue, and I'm just not seeing orange being an issue at this point. How is purple traveling this way? They should not anymore. They should be taking this motorway to get to everywhere they need to go. I mean, dude, I can't stop these whites at this point. White is just, they've gone insane. I'm funneling them faster than we can funnel them. It's never ending with the white, and they just can't keep up. I mean, it's gonna be the end here. I mean, it's an insane score, don't get me wrong. It is gonna be the end. I'm not sure what I could have done better. I mean, this is just one of those ones where you look at it and you're like, we just ran out of houses. We've got too much business going on. Okay, let's see. Let's nix this. I'm going to bring you up this way instead. That might help this path a tiny bit. And then we can cut this and bring you like this way instead. just to keep that like a little bit isolated, and then we bring you that way, and then honestly, you can isolate this entirely. I feel like I'm making a lot of small changes for something that is inevitably going to lose. This purple, I mean, I'm just being real with you. If I die by him, oh well. You know, kind of deserved to go. There's not much I can do here, man. Like, I got extra bridges, but what are we bridging, right? I suppose I can bridge you to here. Like, big whoop, honestly. I mean, the white is down for the count, man. Is down for the count. Teal's struggling too now. I mean, we're like on the cusp. It's a half a millisecond away. They just keep funneling, but there's not much I can do. It's so tight. It's so tight. Okay, now we got like 4 things all dying. The white is just it's like so barely staying alive. Even teal dying now. We're just envy. The fact that it wasn't white that killed us is hilarious. All things considered though, dude, 2450 without any suppression. That's an insane score. It's actually like maybe my best score. Okay, 25-25 I had. But for first try, man, what? That's only top 35%? I thought I was killing it. I mean, I still killed it. I'm on the better side of things, but that's an insane score. I'm very proud of myself. Warsaw, man, crazy map, honestly. Excited to see Chiang Mai in the next one. What scores are we looking at here? People pretty solid on this one too. Okay, pretty solid on this one. Actually, no, just kidding. People are horrible. They're dying at like 1,000. I was over here if this was Warsaw. So I'm excited. Let's get some Chiang Mai going in the next one. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, as always, liking the video, much appreciated. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.